Hey, Bean Life. So today for our veggie tomato soup, we went ahead and started chopping up our veggies for it. We put them all in a bowl so that way the soup can be all together cooked up. Then we'll just add the veggies and they're simmer down in them as everything and the seasonings are simmering together. Should only be about 10 minutes from that point for the soup to be fully finished. So here in the bowl, I have all my ingredients and my veggies that I'm going to put in there. I did. I had 3 tomatoes that I cut it up, put it in here. I had some mixed vegetables. I probably would say it was only about 1/8 cup to 1/4 cup of the mixed vegetables left. 3 basil leaves, 4 cilantro strings, 2 stalks of the oregano. Then we had organic arugula and some baby spinach. So, and then 1 small garlic also that was cut up with it as well. So we'll see about how these ingredients and flavors turn out as we put it into the soup. But for now, we're going to move to the other half of the kitchen and we're going to start on the soup portion of it. Okay guys, so for the soup portion along with our veggies over there, what did we do? We did 1 1/4 cup of the tomato soup. But what do? We put 1 1/4 cup in there, poured it in, and then filled it up 1 1/4 cup again and poured it in. So that's 2 cups and 2/4. So I guess it'll be 2.5 cups. So also with the same method, we did that with the chicken broth. So I guess you can say we used 2.5 cups for tomato soup and 2.5 cups of chicken broth soup. We put one wooden spoonful of the spelt flour in there just to give it a little bit of the texture. We added some thyme. We added some chili powder. Chili powder. Creole seasoning. Some black pepper. Some organic garlic salt. Some onion powder. Some paprika. And some cayenne hot. Now, the last thing that we might add some mozzarella. That's a maybe. And I think for the salt, we might add some salt also because you usually always add salt to everything you cook. That's how I do it. I always add salt to everything I cook. So I might go ahead and add a little bit of salt. I'll add just a little tiny bit of salt to it. Because like I said, the other seasonings are already added in there. So now what we're going to do, we're going to turn it on to medium-high and stir it up and see at least how it looks, the color, the texture, and the smells that we get. That's what I do. The color, textures, and smells that we get. If it's good, we'll add our veggies from over here in there, and we'll let that simmer down. And then I usually just taste the final product, and hopefully that is tasty. And like I said, we still have to work on the biscuits over there. The biscuits that we haven't finished for this morning's breakfast, so we'll see about it. So like I said, let's watch this. Hopefully you guys can see me stir. Medium high for it. And like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and give all these seasonings and soup a stir. Seasonings and soup. I'm glad I did add flour because I do want to get it all to one consistent texture. The tomato soup was a little bit more chunky than the chicken broth. Chicken broth was a little bit more watery. And then, of course, the seasonings all have a different texture too. But flour usually evens out the texture of most of the meals. So I did go ahead and try to put the flour in there. So it should be good. Like I said, right now the flour is just dissolving into the water mixture of the whole thing stirred up. So now the seasonings and the ingredients are basically just stirred together. The flavors. It's just the flavor of the pot. The flavor of the pot, and then you'll just add the whatever you want to add also. So like the roux of the bowl. So you guys can actually kind of see a little bit better. I don't want the phone to fall, but yeah. So this is just the flavor of the pot and the roux of the bowl. trying to stir up and get it even. As you see, it's still some clumps of flour in there that's still trying to get out. So we'll try to get that together. Like I said, I'll leave it on medium high, and hopefully it'll come to a boil or a simmer, just something to let me know that it is hot in the liquid. And then we'll go ahead and add the veggies from that point forward and let the veggies simmer down with it. And then we always can add more water if we want it to be anything more, because this is all the flavor that we want. So as far as just the looseness and or thickness of it, we'll add more water or not. We'll add that with the measuring cup, which, like I said, I probably see us adding 1/4 cup of water to this. Just 1/4 cup of water, and that's after we add the veggies, just because that's going to add a little bit more flavor too. But we might not need it. It just depends. It just depends. So, yeah, we'll boil this down a little bit more. Like I said, it's a smoother texture now. It's a smoother texture. Last thing I have to make for today is the kamut for my breakfast. So, shouldn't get too much of an issue on it. And I know that Thanksgiving is coming up on Thursday too. Thanksgiving's coming up on Thursday, so I might still be enjoying my tomato soup by that time. I might still be doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna stir everything together, and I'm gonna show you guys the final product afterward.